Hey guys, Mark Dambrosio, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Leupold spotting scopes. So I've been using Leupold spotting scopes for about 12 years now. I used them in the Marine Corps when I was a Recon Marine. I also use them as a scout sniper, but I've used a lot of optics for observing. And the point I want to make is I've been using these for about 12 years for a lot of different reasons. One, this was my first spotting scope I picked up. It's a 12 to 40 power Leupold gold ring with no reticle inside of it. I've dropped it 1,000 times because no matter who you are, the more you use spotting scopes, any type of glass, you're going to drop stuff. Try not to though, clearly. But one of the things I found it was a downfall for me is I didn't have a reticle inside my spotting scope. So whenever I became a scout sniper, I realized the importance of having a reticle in your spotting scope. So then I went ahead, after I did that, I went ahead and picked up the 12 to 40 gold ring with a TMR reticle inside of it. And I have used this spotting scope for about 10 years. The importance of having a reticle in the spotting scope for me, there's no question about it. It has to have a reticle in the spotting scope. I'm a Mills guy, so I use Mills on Mills in my optic, and I also need to have a Mills reticle in my spotting scope. A lot of hunters today will say, oh, it's too cluttered, it takes up too much of my picture, or I can't see my intended target as easily if I have a reticle in there. And the answer behind that is it's simply not true. Being able to observe with something that breaks it up into quadrants actually makes it easier for you to be able to do a complete search pattern. So I'll search right to left, top to bottom. You can search right to left, bottom to top. I like to search right to left, top to bottom. I'll start with my top right quadrant, and I'll move to my top left, and then I'll move my bottom right, and then my bottom left. These reticles, they haven't changed at all. I don't need them to change. They come in half mil increments, so the small line is 0.5 mils, the big line is 1 mil. I can use this for measuring out my targets. If I needed to measure my target to try and find distance, I'm probably messing up with not having a good enough laser rangefinder, but if I had to do it, I can. More importantly, if I needed to mill out, say, bull moose's antlers to make sure that it's 50 inches in Alaska, right? Then you could do that with this spotting scope. You could take a picture through your phone and maybe a phone scope, take a picture of that bull moose's antlers with the reticle in there, and then do that later. If I was ever trying to measure a bull moose's antlers with Mills and I didn't have a picture of it, he's moving around, that's gonna be really hard to do to make sure you're accurate with it. So one tip, take a picture of it, then look at that. So the optics that I've always had are 12 to 40 power, and the reason why I've gone to some of the 20 to 60s, and I don't like that high of a power. I like to be able to use my spotting scopes for even closer ranges. So I use spotting scopes a lot. First, I'll take my binos and I'll glance at an area, and I'll try and find any area that I really want to concentrate on. Once I see something that I'm like, okay, I need to search that more in depth, I'll go to my spotting scope. So the 20 to 60, it's just a little bit too much for me. I like the 12 to 40 power, personal preference there. I like to have a big field of view. This enables me to do this. So these spotting scopes, they're super rugged, they're reliable, they're waterproof, so you can take them out in any conditions. These are waterproof spotting scopes. And yeah, I can attest to using these in the Marine Corps as a Recon Marine, as a scout sniper. These ones specifically that still work great. Has the glass gotten scratched up? Yep. I definitely have not taken the best care of my glass over 12 years and 10 years, but I got the new one in, and it's the 12 to 40 with a TMR reticle, and it's the gold ring. So after about 10 years, I think it's time for a new spotting scope anyways, but they're lightweight, they're small, they're compact, they're inline, which I really like. I don't like the angled eyepiece. Personal preference there for me. I like to be able to sit behind my spotting scope. Another feature on these spotting scopes that I really do enjoy is the long eye relief. So it's got an eye cup on it, and you can put your eye straight up to this eye cup, and you're blocking out all light coming in from around. So you don't want light coming from the back, you only want light coming in from the front to give you a nice, crisp, clean, clear picture. So yeah, I mean, I could not say more good things about Leupold's spotting scopes. And my personal preference, as you guys all know, is the 12 to 40 gold ring with a TMR reticle in it. So I really hope that the hunting world starts to change their minds on reticles and spotting scopes. But if you have a mil-on-mil optic on your gun, and your observer, if you have one and you're lucky enough, doesn't have anything in there, then you're really relying on Kentucky verbiage, right? Kentucky windage verbiage. So you're relying on that guy to go, you were a little bit low, hold a foot over its back. And that's just not accurate. You're not able to make a precise measurement holding a foot over something's back, especially at extreme ranges. What's a foot at 650 yards, you know? But you can look at it in the spotting scope with a mil reticle and go, oh, that was 0.6 mils low, hold 0.6 mils high, re-engage. Can't stress the importance of that enough. Something that I've seen a lot of guides still not carrying is reticles and spotting scopes. So if you're watching this and you're a guide, go out, get yourself a spotting scope with a reticle in it, because now your clients are shooting animals at 500, 600, 700 yards away, and you need to have something to make a second round correction accurately. So that's it. Go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Instagram, Shoot, Hunt, Survive. And if you guys got any questions, send me a message and I'll answer it. Thanks a lot.